work in progress now, but this work in progress will be probably a good axe. I had to restart ZBrush because it was making me some trouble. So now I will do it like we did it before. And yeah, okay, let's show it. This is the axe. This is the real one. This is the drone one. This is the real one. I think this in the end here could be a little bit bigger. Like this. Not too much. This is basically okay. We don't need to do it exactly the same because it's difficult and it's not needed to be exactly the same. It needs to be basically the same. So let's turn our attention to the back part here. Okay. And if I want to be honest, what I want to do here is make something like this, but maybe with a ball. But I don't want this, so let's go and delete this. Then let's go here, duplicate, move it up, and then of course it will be very easy to delete del hidden, and we will have only this, which looks pretty awesome. Yeah, let's put our pivot point here, alt click this and then this to be in the middle, because when we are scaling this it will be good to have it in the middle, the pivot. So this one doesn't look super nice. Let's try something. I'm not sure if it worked, but I will just blur the mask as much as I can, and then I will try to rotate it. It doesn't work. Why now? Oh, it's working. Not exactly as intended, because it is pretty much messing up with our design, which we don't like too much. So this is not good. Let's leave it like this. Let's just make this smaller to fit here. Then I will make this part even smaller. And I think this could be it. Let's try to look at it. Maybe some kind of a ball at the end would be for the best. Or else, let's see, what can we do? Make one here, one here, one here and here. And then this one to be like this. I think this is better. Kind of a good design. It's not the best design ever, but it's not the worst either. So second, I'll do this, then connect those, then move this, make it smaller, so we will have this kind of a thing here. And then I will make everything just a little bit, tiny bit smaller, and put it like this. I think this is pretty nice. So let's try D always, here also D and D. Okay, so D is not good here. Dynamic subdivisions is D. I prefer dynamic subdivisions. Let's make it like 3, then increase, and increase it at 1. Alright, now I think it looks pretty awesome. So it's creased at 1 and looked nice. Let's crease this at 1 also. Not bad. We need to do something else. Take the angle a little bit, increase it again. Not good because we have creased those things also. So the angle should be... this is not bad angle, but we have to manually do some things, which is not a problem. We'll go to this, then go to some vertex, edge, then crease, edge loop complete, And let's do this here, probably here. Okay, and if we don't have a crease in some area, we can do it like this. Why not? Okay. Here, crease this, also this, and this is pretty nice. And also I would want to make, not crease this, to make a insert, a mesh, but we have some kind of a symmetry, so I'll disable it and just try with a to put a mesh. It's nice. Okay, we have to crease this. Or is it creased? Yeah, it's creased. So I have to put insert here and here. And because if we have a big space without any insert, it will not good. We will make some kind of design here. So I'll put a little bit of to make those things a little bit of a square, because otherwise, if it's a long rectangle, it will be difficult to, when you subdivide, we'll have less polygons in this direction and it will be very, very much bad. So let's leave it like this and subdivide. Okay, I think this looks pretty nice. Not the best I've seen, but probably completely good enough. So now I will accept the challenge. Apply, Control D once, and then we want to make some design here. But first we want to turn on symmetry, radial symmetry, and we want it to be on Y, I think, yes. And then let's try to do something with the standard brush just for fun. Something like this, and then some kind of basic design, just to see if we can. Okay, I think we can do it, and it looks pretty fine. I think we can do better than this. Let's see. Alright. Okay. And then let's try like this. Or start from here. No. Start from here and go like this. And then go like this. Why not? It looks nice. Yes, I think this is fine. We'll make it as a leaf. Yeah, I don't know what design the guy was made here. It's not visible. But I'll make something like a leaf. And you see the radial symmetry is working wonders for us. So you should use it sometimes. It's very, very much fun. And the results are pretty obvious. It looks pretty much great. Let's try to make some points here like this. But it's strange because we have to have those points, but we don't. Okay, we don't need them. And we don't feed them anymore. And okay. So that will be it. So we go to this part. And we have to make some design here, which will be a little bit of a challenge, but we love challenges, so it's cool. I am creasing at 0, which is not good. Let's crease at 1, just see what happens. Creasing at 1 is not a bad idea. Let's go, and this is fine, except for I would make another insert around this area. it will be easier. Like this. Okay, looks fine. And then here, do we have crease? No. So let's crease it and see what's going on. Edge loop complete. Crease this. Please crease it. Okay. The symmetry is not working here because I don't know why. But we will disable symmetry and just make it work as much as we can. And we can. So I think this is pretty nice. Okay, and I'm right. And now let's see if our geometry here is good for design. It's good. Here also is not bad. I'm not telling it's the best, but it's not bad. So D and apply, and then let's try to make some mask. Let's just turn it as it is here, and let's make this mask with symmetry. Oh, local symmetry is not. I wasn't paying attention. Since I restarted, local symmetry was off, and yeah, I had this problem. Not a big problem, but a little one. Hopefully everything will be alright. So here I'll make this and then reverse the mask and inflate it downwards. So now we have to make, this is kind of ready. So we will try to make this design here. Let's first disable symmetry and just push this inwards a little bit, just to have a dent. It will be a little bit more interesting with this kind of dent. And we don't have too much polygons here, so the dent is not exactly, but it's not super visible, so it's cool. Let's make symmetry, and now let's try this. I'm thinking of something here, but we have to see. I'm thinking of making some kind of a dragon head here, a little bit stylized, and I'm not sure if it will be nice, but maybe it will be. Dragon head, why not? It would be fun. And I don't know what is this, but let's make it since it's in the concept. I don't like it too much, but yeah, concepts. Sometimes we can get away from the concept, but sometimes let's make it as it's in the concept. So this will be like this. There will be something triangular here. Maybe some dragon eyes in here. And then some dragon scales. I'm not sure, I'm just interpreting this design. And then probably here we can make something like horns of this dragon. Or at least something like it. So it's kinda ready. Let's just make the eyes a little bit better. We can even make something like this. And now just inflate it backwards. Deflate it. And yes, we have this design now. So we are pretty much ready. I think we should make polygroups for these indents. Let's try to do this by masking cavity. Alright, this is not good. This is not good. The blur. Go with the bigger blur. And yeah, we have masked almost everything except for this big part here and this big part here. And then I will group mask, which is go to polygroups and group masked. And it's another polygroup now. so it will be easier to select it. Yeah, maybe this ones we don't need to be the same group. This also. And group visible. Now we have it as a different group, so we can select it and make it another color, for example darker color. For example, if we go to metal and let's just make it like this, a little bit smooth. Okay, and if we apply this metal, then we will apply a color like this for the whole thing. Okay, and then we can go here and apply a darker color, and it will be like this. It looks fine. So here also we can fill with mRGB, this color and this. Okay, and also this one, fill it with mRGB. And I think our X is pretty much kind of ready. We can just go here and apply the subdivisions. Let's go to geometry, dynamic subdivisions, apply. Then this, probably we have to go like 3, inflate a bit to be more visible. That's more like it. And apply. And then of course we will go to our merge visible, and it will be on another tool. Then we go here, append. We'll see what tool is without other tools. This one is merged 57. We put it here, and without symmetry we're getting it like this. Rotate again 180 degrees down, make it smaller, and let's straighten this up to see how big it is. I think it's smaller. Then I'll put the pivot into the hand, put the axe into the hand a little bit, and then put the axe down a few degrees and put it a little bit more into the hand. And I think it should be a little bit bigger. Let's see now. Yeah, probably a little bit bigger. And a little bit more backwards like this. Inside the hand. And a little bit bigger would be nice. Yeah, okay.